Happy Vlogmas Day 7. It's Monday morning and you guessed it, I am heading to work. So I am working till 4 o'clock today. It is my last day of work for the rest of this week, which is amazing. I am so looking forward to having the rest of the week off. I'm going to get some sewing done. I am going to be meeting up with a couple of friends later this week, outside, socially distanced, of course. Going to be getting up the rest of my Christmas decorations. I am going to be dragging out my embroidery unit on my sewing machine after being totally inspired by lovely Judy's bunting. So I've got loads of plans for the rest of the week, which I am really excited about. I haven't had a break from work since we were in Cornwall at the end of August, so I am really ready for this week off, which is great. I'm also going to do some running. I'm going to try and run most days, I think, this week, probably apart from Thursday, because Thursday is the day that I am meeting up with a friend and we're going walking together. So that will be my exercise for the day. Friday morning I am having my hair done and I am having my extensions out. So I'm going for a radical change. I've had my extensions in now since February and I've really loved them, and I'm sure that I will have them in again, but I just want a change. And yeah, that's me. I get bored very quickly with my hair and I'm a bit sick of it, shall we say. So yes, I'm going to have a radical change on Friday, but that's as much as I'm going to tell you for now. You will probably have to tune in to Vlogmas on Friday to see what it's going to look like. So I'm having a little think as well about next year and what I want for my sewing channel. I really want to grow it. This year I've grown it a little bit, but not as much as I would probably like. And you know, you guys are really, really important to me, and this channel is really important to me. But I think the weekly vlogs that I've been doing, where I've been doing lots of sewing, etc., and following my life and everything, they're very, very time consuming to film. And I think I mentioned this previously, that I still wanted to do those, but I probably wasn't going to do them every week. I think I want to get a lot more sewing content in there. So I'm thinking of, I think I'm at the stage now where I feel that I have enough knowledge and enough skills to be able to really pass that on to people. So I'm thinking of doing some really specific sewing videos about, you know, that are more focused to beginners, learning to sew, techniques, what you need to know, what you don't need to know, how to choose patterns, what equipment you need, what equipment you don't need, all those kinds of things. I've got loads of ideas in my head about doing sort of little snippet videos to, you know, aimed at beginners or people that are inexperienced or just want to be able to tune in to a very quick video about specific things and not having to root through an hour-long weekly video. As I say, I will still do those videos, but I think, you know, just reading through the comments over the last year, lots of people have commented, you know, I'd really like to know how to do that, or I'd really love it if you could show us how to do XYZ, etc. And I've really struggled with finding the time to do that this year. So I know that that's the kind of thing that some of you are looking for. I also appreciate that some of you are far more experienced than I am, or probably don't even need those kind of vlogs, and that's fine too. There'll still be content here for you guys as well. So let me know in the comments below if there's any particular things that you would like. I think one of the things that's very apparent to me as well is that people think that I can sew very quickly and get things made very quickly. And yes, I guess that's very true, that I've got to a point now where I can fit my own body generally, and I, you know, once I get fixated on a pattern, I can get it traced out cut out and sewn up generally within a few hours, but obviously that depends on the pattern. And so I think I want to do, you know, a little bit of a series about how to find the time to sew, and, you know, those quick wins that you can fit in when you've got a busy life, working, running a home, looking after a family, etc. as well. So as I say, I'm really excited about it. I've, you know, been thinking about this for a while, about how to inject some energy into my channel and to really broaden my horizons and appeal to everybody that watches my channel. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that as well. So today, yeah, as I said, I am working till 4. I am doing the locum that I did on Friday. I normally do that just on a Friday at the minute. It is only temporary, it's not going to be permanent, it's just to help them out for a couple of months because they're really short staffed. And as I say, I normally do it on a Friday, but this Friday, because I'm having my hair done, they asked me if I do today, so I'm doing today. I really could have just done with staying in bed, to be honest, today. And yeah, that's going to be my day. So plans when I get home tonight. I'm really pleased with how that hoodie came out for Isaac yesterday, and I think while I've just got my head into that pattern and it's come out so well, that I'm just going to get another couple of those cut out tonight and get started on them. I think I'm going to just batch cut now. There's a lot of pieces to that pattern because obviously the sleeve and the bodice are in sections, so yeah, there's lots of pieces that you need to cut out, and then obviously you have to sew the 3 pieces of the sleeve and the 3 pieces of the bodice pieces together before you can even start to construct the hoodie itself. So I think it sort of put me off batch cutting a little bit because I thought there's going to be lots of pieces flying around and I'm going to get confused and miss something. But I think now I've done one and I've got my head back into how that pattern goes together, because I have made it before, but it was about a year ago, that I'm going to get another couple of those cut out tonight so that I can get those sewn up, and then it's got 3 new hoodies for Christmas to open on Christmas Day. My daughter has been after, and to be perfectly honest, me and my daughter have very different tastes in clothes and style, etc. Very different. We are like chalk and cheese, and that's fine, you know, we're all individuals, aren't we? Some of the things that I choose, she looks at and she will just screw her face up, and vice versa. So anyway, she has wanted me to make her some bootleg I'm saying bootleg trousers, more sort of not bell-bottomed, but in between bootleg and bell-bottomed trousers for a long time. Love that style, nothing wrong with that, but she wants them made out of jersey. And I will be honest, I don't think that is the most flattering style for her. However, it's what she wants, and that's fine. So she's chosen some fabric which I have on order from Colville Fabrics, and it's on its way. And I've been looking for a pattern for her, and I finally found one. I think it's one by Made for Mermaids, which is their bell-bottom trousers, and it looks like, I've never made one of their patterns before, but it looks like there is 3 options for the trouser width. So you can have a slim leg with a gathering at the bottom, or you can have a full massive bell-bottom flare, or there is a slim flare as well. So she's gone for the slim flare. She loves the design, and yeah, I don't think these are going to be great, but it's what she wants. So I am going to get that pattern, and I'm hopefully going to get those sewn up for her for Christmas as well. I am going to see Bronte on Saturday, and I need to measure her leg length, I think, and just take some quick measurements so that I can get that pattern sewn up for her as well. So yeah, so there's a couple of plans that I've got there. I also still need to make the velvet jumpsuit. and I have finally found a trouser pattern that will work with the bodice, the Sinclair bodice, which I can't remember the name of the pattern, but I will put a picture of it up here. I wanted a jersey trouser pattern to attach to that wasn't going to have loads of gathering around the middle, because I really didn't think that would work with that midriff section. And I found one. I think it's by Patterns for Pirates. It's their Palazzo pants pattern. Now, that pattern does have a yoga waistband with it. And what I think I'm going to do is, rather than I don't want to have the yoga waistband, because then that's going to have another seam line that attaches to the midriff section, which I really don't want, and that's going to move away completely from my inspiration picture. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend up the trouser pattern pieces so that it hits me on my high waist, and that will take out the need for the yoga waistband altogether. And I think I can do that just by using the pattern pieces and extending up instead, if that makes sense. So fingers crossed that's going to work. That fabric was not expensive, so you know, I got it from Colville. I think it was £12 for 3 meters or £15 for 3 meters, something like that. So it really wasn't expensive. So if this is a disaster, it's not going to be a massive problem. So yeah, so I think that's going to be my plans for the week this week from a sewing perspective. And yeah, I'm really excited to get started. Right, I am going to sign off for now, and I am going to get myself to work, and I will hopefully see you all tonight. I'm home from work, yay, and I can finally start my annual leave. So I haven't even taken my coat off yet. Been a good day. I've had a student paramedic working with me today, which was really nice actually, especially with my daughter wanting to do her paramedic science degree. It was really, really good to actually speak to somebody who's going through that at the minute. Anyway, I'm home, and before I get tea started, I've come home to a parcel. This is from Satisfaction, and I'd completely forgotten that I'd ordered from them, to be honest. This was from the Black Friday sale. So let's open it and see what I've got. Oops. I remember now. I ordered, oh wow. I ordered some Ponte, this lovely stripe Ponte, because, in fact, let me just put the big light on. There we go, hopefully you can see that a little bit better now. It's going to probably send your eyes mad. But this is navy, and I think it's navy and white, but it's really lovely. It's a nice weight. I wanted to make another Breton top, so I have bought some of this because I love the Cocoa by Tilly and the Buttons just as a top with 3/4 length sleeves, and I made one with some lovely Ponte from Stitchy Bee a couple of years ago, but sadly it's worse for wear now, so I want to make another one, and yeah, this will be really lovely for that. And I also bought some of their gorgeous brushed cotton. I saw this, I think Shona showed it on one of her vlogs, and I really liked it. It's just a beautiful print, so I got this one, and yeah, it's lovely. I'm gonna make myself a shirt out of this, I think, just something really casual that I can wear with jeans, but I think that's really pretty print, so I've got that one. And I think I mentioned last week that they'd rung me to say that the viscose jersey that I'd ordered sadly wasn't the correct length. I think I'd ordered a metre of it because that's what it said that they had left, and they only had 78 centimetres left. And they asked me, did I want that or did I want a refund? So I asked for a refund because I was going to make a top with it, and I didn't think 78 centimetres would be enough to make a top. So they gave me the refund, but they've sent me the fabric. So it's here. It's really pretty, and yeah, I don't think there is. Well, that's basically how much there is left. I may actually be able to get a top out of this looking at it. So, because it does look, I'm just thinking, that is a metre, it's definitely a metre. So I better get in touch with them because I've not paid for this. And there isn't an invoice in the parcel, and they definitely have refunded me. So I'm going to get in touch with them anyway and offer to pay for it because, you know, they're a small business, and I know that this year has been really difficult for small businesses everywhere, hasn't it? So it's only right that I should pay for that. But I do really like that, it's lovely. I just think for like a cowl neck top will be really nice. So yeah, really happy with that. Right, I'm gonna get on with tea, but I don't have much to do. Gosh, my hair is a mess today. I can't wait till Friday, I tell you. Really can't wait till Friday to get my hair done. I am going to get the oven on and get the shepherd's pie in so it can warm through. Me and Isaac are going to have that for tea. Martin will be home later. And then tonight I am going to cut out the other hoodie for Isaac. I'm going to cut out 2 hopefully, so I'll probably put you on time lapse to watch me do that a bit later, even though I think you've all seen that numerous times over Vlogmas so far. Martin is working in the morning. I'm going to go for a run in the morning, and then tomorrow afternoon I think we will probably go to York tomorrow, and then we've got Wednesday together as well. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to a really nice chilled out few days where I can do whatever I like and I don't have to think about work. Right, so candles are lit, I have my coffee and the cottage pie is in the oven. So yeah, I thought I would just come on and just chat to you for 5 minutes. So thank you for all the lovely comments on yesterday's vlog. Few people mentioned about Lifelines, and yeah, I have heard of Lifelines before in knitting, and I've never used them in lace knitting before, so I do think I am going to have to do that basically, because I was gutted that I had to undo all that pattern, especially when I'd said this pattern's easy. I'll show you where the problem is when I can find it. Where are we? Yeah, there it is. So I don't know how much of that you are going to see. Can you see where it's twisted there? So yeah, I've clearly twisted it as I've been knitting, and that's really frustrating. Really frustrating. So there's nothing I can do apart from undo it again. But you know, hey ho, we live and learn. So the other thing I wanted to mention is I have bought some Star Wars fabric, and it's this fabric here, because the last couple of years I've made Martin a shirt for Christmas, and there is a McCall's pattern, which is my go-to shirt pattern for making him shirts, and I've got this, well, I'm saying I've got the size, I don't know now, because he's lost weight, hasn't he? And he hasn't been this weight for at least 20 years, so I don't know if that size will fit him. I think what I'm gonna have to do is get him to try on one of the other shirts that I've made him and see how they fit, and then I can make a decision if I can make a new shirt for him for Christmas from the Star Wars fabric in the same pattern without altering it. I think I'm gonna have to do that. But anyway, yes, I've ordered him some Star Wars fabric from eBay. That's gonna be here hopefully towards the end of this week. Hopefully I won't open it when he's here. And yeah, I really fancy making him another shirt. I think he'll love it. I think he will, because he's a huge Star Wars fan. He grew up with Star Wars obviously as a child, and he's just a big man child now anyway, so yeah, I think that will be an awesome present for him to wake up on Christmas Day and open that. And I am going to attempt the Princess Coat by Gertie. Did I mention that yesterday? I can't remember, but it's this pattern here, but I'm going to make the version with the straight sleeves. And my inspiration picture for this is this picture of Nicole Kidman in The Undoing, which I mentioned last week that I've been watching The Undoing, and I've finished the series, and I know I said that I had an inkling who the killer was, and I was totally wrong. So I won't give it away or say any more than that for those of you that haven't watched it or that you're halfway through watching it. But Nicole Kidman in that series wears some amazing coats, and as you know, Sian has just made this coat, and there's a couple of other vloggers whose names don't come to me straight away. I know Lynn from Aussie Blackbeard, she's made it as well, and it's a fabulous coat. And I bought that pattern quite a while ago now with the intention of making it, obviously, and I've been waiting to find the right fabric. But I think from watching Sian just make hers, I think she's just on her second one at the minute, and seeing Lynn's, and also then watching The Undoing and looking at the amazing coats that Nicole Kidman wears in that, the style is very similar. So I made the decision that I wanted to make myself a velvet coat because I think it will just have such a big impact and look amazing. And this picture of Nicole Kidman in this green velvet coat I just think is fab, and it's very like the princess coat, so I'm going to have a go at that. So I've been hunting around for velvet, and I have found some from Rainbow Fabrics. The one that I wanted I will put here. Unfortunately it's sold out. I wish I'd seen that last week because I would have bought that, because I think it would have been amazing as the princess coat. But it's sold out, so that's the end of that, isn't it? And I think I'll keep looking just to see if they get it back in, but I don't think they usually get these fabrics back in. I think they generally are one-offs. So anyway, they do have some alternative velvet fabrics, and I've decided on this one. So I've ordered 6 meters of that because there's a nap to think about with velvet, and when I've looked at the pattern layouts in the instructions of this coat, some of the pattern pieces are obviously opposite ends, if that makes sense. The skirt pattern pieces are, and I think a couple of the bodice pieces are, which obviously I won't be able to do with the velvet because of the nap. So I've ordered an extra 2 meters, and I'm hoping that will be enough. I'm hoping to lengthen this coat because the princess coat is just below the knee, and Nicole Kidman's coat, as you can see, is long, and I would like it a bit longer if I'm honest, but we'll see. I mean, I'm going to make it as long as I can make it, so I'm looking forward to getting that. I've also ordered some of the coat interfacing from English Couture Company. I know yesterday when I was watching Sian's live, I asked her how she was finding that, because I think previously she's used the interfacing from Sew Over It, but they don't appear to be selling it at the minute. So she seems to be getting on really well with that, so I've ordered some of that as well. So it's just the lining I need to source now, but I think I'm just going to wait until the velvet arrives and then see how that looks in the flesh, so to speak, because obviously they quite often look different on screen, don't they? And I will then make a decision about the lining. I'm fancying an olive green lining because this velvet does have, it does say it's burgundy and olive, so the chevrons in them do look olive, so I think an olive lining would probably work really well. So yeah, I'll have a little think about that, but I think I will just wait till the fabric comes and then I can have a really good look at it and see what I think. So anyway, yeah, that's that. Right, I'm gonna get my coffee because I've just been chatting to you for another 7 minutes, and then yeah, tea in a bit, and then cutting out time. Tea was yummy, so I'm now getting round to cutting out the hoodie. Now I'm a little bit late doing this actually because I have finally created a new logo for my channel. So if you click onto my channel, you should see the new logo. It's been a bit of backwards and forth and tweaking with it to try and get a logo that reflects me and my personality, and also reflects the purpose of this sewing channel. So I hope you like it anyway. But yeah, so I'm finally getting round to cutting out the hoodie. And you can see I've got these two fabrics here. I've got the, I'm not sure whether that's navy, it is navy. Navy and grey fleece. And I can't decide whether to do navy with a grey band or grey with a navy band. I think I'm gonna do navy with a grey band. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. So I'm gonna put you on time lapse and we'll get this cut out. Right, you've probably just watched me pinning everything together. So this time I'm going to make sure that I actually do the front kangaroo pocket before I move on to everything else. So I've pinned the pocket opening edges, or whatever you want to call them, to the front kangaroo pocket, and this is the front bottom pieces and the back bottom piece of the bodice. And I've pinned everything else. So here I've got the waistband pinned together. I've got the two cuffs for the sleeves pinned there. These are the the 3-part sleeves, as you can see there. And so that's 1 and 2 there. And then I have the top of the front bodice, the top of the back bodice, and the two hood pieces, the inner and the outer. So everything is pinned together, ready to go. I am going to get that sewn up in the morning after I've been for my run. And yeah, I'm pleased I've got that cut out. Right, so I thought I'd just come on quickly just to say good night to you all. Martin's just parked on the drive, so I'm going to spend a bit of time with him. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what I've filmed today, and I'll be back with you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 8. See you then. Bye.